Good morning, world. Hello, it's Doris with Aldi Books. It is 8 a.m. on Saturday, September 21st, and I'm planning to have a mostly lay flat day. I don't know the Chinese words for that, but the literal translation of the expression is lay flat, and here I am in my lounge chair on my balcony. Excuse me. Enjoying life. Enjoying life. The weather is luxurious. I don't know if you saw my pseudo vlog from yesterday. I say pseudo vlog because they've been quite haphazard, have they not? But yesterday was atrocious weather-wise. But this morning it's like overcast and barely 80, low humidity, a lovely breeze, and I'm here for it. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, yeah, I'm hoping to have a more legit vlog today, but you know what is legit in relationship to vlogs? Like, they're kind of do what you want, right? We are going to Hot Pot for one of my coworkers, my ELL coworker's birthday. Hot Pot is the Chinese, I don't know if it's strictly Chinese, it might be just like the Asian area, but the meal where you cook it yourself in this pot of bubbling goodness, you know, community meal. So that's going to be fun, and I would like to go for a run this evening, but other than that, I just want to read. And so I'm about to get started, and I'm going to tell you what I'm working on. I'm currently at 12 books for the month, which is excellent for me these days. I've been averaging like 8 probably over the course of this year, but it's Shorty September, so a lot of short books sprinkled in there. I'd like to hit 20 for the month. I think I broke the 20 barrier last year. Last year was my first Shorty September year. 20 or 21 last year. So I'd like to break the 20 barrier again this year. I think I can do it. I've got 10 days left in the month. You can do that math. I didn't have to do that for you. I was doing it for myself. 10 days and 8 more books, and it's the weekend. So I'd like to get more than 2 done this weekend to kind of get ahead, because work weeks are hard for me, probably for you too. Anyway, so I'm going to show you the books I'm reading and then get started on them. So first up we have Lightfall, The Girl and the Galdurian by Trim Probert. I think that I saw this on Heather from Too Many Heathers sometime in the last year, and I am totally enjoying it. I mean, okay, look, there's a girl and a cat, so that is, you know, what we're here for, and plants. The artwork is just lovely. So yeah, her adopted father is a pig. Literally, not figuratively. He's a delightful human being, or pig being. But I want to show you this. I find this so charming. Like, they're floating blue berries, and look at her little body language. I mean, freaking adorable and so creative, right? And then she climbs this tree. Oh, and look at this view. Oh my gosh, I love this. And then I wanted to show you, this is the Galdurian. So this is kind of about where I am. I've just barely started it, but I kind of forgot I was reading it because the work week got crazy. And then I'm starting This Other Eden by Paul Harding. This is his more recent one. I read Tinkers, his Pulitzer Prize winner, and really enjoyed it. The language in this is, or not this one, but in Tinkers was just lush. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So very excited about this. I think I'm going to love it. Actually, I'm gonna let you read that if you're interested, but what it's about seems really cool too, the concept. So yeah. And then I've been reading this a little bit here and there. Chinese Menu, The History, Myths, and Legends Behind Your Favorite Foods by Grace Lin. I love this author. She's Taiwanese. This has a nice hardback too. And she writes middle grade novels mostly. This is kind of informative about Chinese food, and it's divided into, I don't know if she's the artist as well. I guess so. But this is divided into sections like you would a recipe book. So I've read about chopsticks and teas and appetizers. And I'm on the next one, which I don't know what the next one is, soups. And so each little, this is my Journey to the West puzzle. I'll show you that later. Hopefully my day involves puzzling as well. Ooh, and maybe a new audiobook. Anyway, each little story, it's just very brief vignette. She talks about the item that the recipe item, and then she has a little origin story, and the origin stories are either myths or actual historical pieces. So really enjoying this. It's a delightful read. So I think it's going to be a very good day. We've been back from summer travels for, I don't know, close to 2 months now, right? And I still haven't taken care of this plant situation. Like, that's actually weeds there, so weeds on the balcony. So I'm gonna tidy this right now while I'm waiting for my biscuits to bake. Okay, that's better. Oh, my baby begonia, I'm so happy. And we need a little cleaning done, but I leave that for Brent. He likes to feel useful. And the orchids will you take across the street to Plant Lady. And now it's biscuit time. So I made it to page 100 in my graphic novel, and I really liked this page. All I'm saying is it's hard to live in this world if you're afraid of it. Aww. Oh, so cute. This is a popular one.
And days, and also the
It's so exciting.
yeah.
You're by yourself, you can get a seat partner. Some big fun, dragon fruit, and Coke.
Wow, Joyce, you found it.
Wow. Cheers.
Come, where's your drink?
Wow.
Pony.
Music.
Careless Whispers.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Now do it with the steak.
好，谢谢，谢谢。
I thought it would be interesting to read more of the Chinese menu after my hot pot. And the strangest one, I'd heard of this before, bird's nest soup is a real thing. Like, it's an actual bird nest. So I had to look it up because it doesn't sound very sanitary, to be honest. But these are the tiny little bird nests. They're apparently made with bird spit. It's this nesting swallow. So they're tiny little nests. But yeah, it's a thing. And very expensive apparently. So now you know. They actually gave us presents from the hot pot experience so we could print out a photo, and they gave us little snacks to bring home. And this is my favorite. My treat bag had this back scratcher in it, and I am happy about it. Oh, so good. Hey, so I finished the first 38 pages of This Other Eden by Paul Harding, and the first part is an introduction to the handful of families that live on this island off the coast of Maine. So this, I think, is kind of a fictionalized retelling of this island that was settled in the 18th century, and the families lived there for generations. And then I think in the 1920s or 40s, I can't remember exactly, they were forced to leave the island. So this book begins with the one, I guess, larger family group, and these are, you know, families of just a huge variety of mixed races. So the true Great American melting pot. So the one family has this origin story of a hurricane that kind of obliterated a lot of people on the island. And it's told in kind of a mythological context, almost biblical in tone. And I think, you know, the family retells it every year. It's super interesting. He's a great wordsmith. I found that with Tinkers as well. And then we just hear about all the other families on the island. So at this point, you know, I just have been introduced to the characters. I don't know like the plot, other than I assume it's going to go through the families being forced to leave. So I think that Paul Harding is going to humanize, you know, make them more than just characters in history. And show us the impact of their forced removal and, you know, sticking together. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really good, but I will keep you posted. If you're wondering what all that ruckus was, there's down this road, there's a bird, I forget the name of it. It's not a magpie, or maybe it is, but a black bird with yellow eyes and a yellow crest that speaks, and they're saying ni hao. The bird like flies free through the neighborhood. I've showed it on videos before, but yeah, ni hao, which is hello. Oh my gosh, so cute. I live in a cute place, y'all. Tell me that's not cute. Okay, so I read another 30 pages, and actually this is a story of how society
dehumanized these people. So they live on Apple Island, minding their own business, living the lives that they choose to live in the society they've created for themselves. This retired school teacher begins visiting from the mainland every summer to teach classes, and he's trying to do good in the world. However, he doesn't really like all of the people, because of the color of their skin. He's trying to control, his thoughts, but they're his thoughts. He likes the kids, and he really is thinking he's doing the right thing. Meanwhile, on the mainland, these people aren't bothering them. They're on an island, for goodness sake. But they decide that, they don't like these people dirtying their world. I don't know. Eugenics. This is about eugenics. And so they come with the teacher. He sleeps on the mainland in a cabin there. Even though he loves the children, or he likes them, he's trying to do well by them, he won't let them in his room in the schoolhouse, in his private room, because he doesn't want it to be dirty. He doesn't want bed bugs and lice. Anyway, he brings, against his will, but he brings these people over from the mainland, and they walk around the island measuring everyone's skull and nostrils and foreheads and such with calipers and, measuring tapes and recording the information and, writing down all kinds of ridiculous, obscene things based on their measurements, which I'm sure are very similar to their own. And then deciding that these people should be wards of the state. So, yeah. This writer is really brilliant. It's a small little book. I only read 30 pages, but he says so much in so few words. Really concise and rich use of the English language. So, yeah. I think this is going to be a good one. Stay tuned.
Oh, my.